the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
It is a wonderful Monday morning. Good morning to all our viewers and our listeners. And then welcome back to the Nsem-Pii TV platform. Chief Justice, Ladyship Justice Gertrude Torkonoo. In fact, what here some day. Now, with respect to this story, justice is indeed being served. Ekwanya His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and in NDC, person more faso. Any Chief Justice Gertrude Torkonoo, in the free system. The petitions and some way the establishment of a prima facie case. Nipa ya ye tiano no enye preview to charges cry so the establishment prima facie case de tiano. The establishment of a committee of inquiry. The numerous cases filed at the Supreme Court by the Ladyship Justice Gertrude Torkonoo. The constitution of the Supreme Court bench at the BIA. Omo transem no so na omo a body to go. Nina so clear as to the motive behind the entire Chief Justice saga. Her Ladyship ante ne ho ase or the assembly kopie mu ewo Ecowas court. Ya court aservo the Attorney General Dr. Dominic Akutinga yini. So amana no me yini ho ano. Ti asem no etwere ho. Na otwetwa mu a ena the Bar Council of England and Wales, a lawyer for a judge for a cabi woman, UK abrochimemu, etche krata, and the bread. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said, in fact, case no montiasi, immediately, Chief Justice Gertrude Torkonoo should be reinstated. Because omo Ghana, ye mamra constitution, omo Commonwealth, your constitution. No more kwanya ye di ye mama Gertrude Torkonoo fast one no enyina mraso immediately he should be reinstated. Omra no nsa me na dwuma. But the Attorney General a response koi kika nsem. According to the Daily Gist newspaper and other newspapers, a fear day committee in trance. Interestingly, 3 big Supreme Court justices Emu aye former Chief Justices. Almost say, enough is enough. The allegations are baseless. They are ready to testify for Her Ladyship Justice Gertrude Torkonoo. Justices Ben. Justice Eric Doche. Justice Eni Yabua. Justice Sophia Ekufu. These 3 justices, Emu aye Chief Justices. Almost say, enough is enough. They are ready to testify for Her Ladyship Justice Gertrude Torkonoo as against all the allegations leveled against her leading to her removal. Our sources also have disclosed, say, these 3 noble justices are ready, say wherever possible, omejina, I testify at Yamaya Mami, to say Ecowas court, say Yehene, also ready to testify. Say all the allegations against her, no, it doesn't hold water. It can never hold the test of time. Now, dear Abbey, are very, very interesting because Justice Sophia Ekufu, SIA Council of State, Penny, Tinei, the dynamics in this case, are very, very, very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I am just imagining a case. The acting Chief Justice, Justice Bafo Boni, Justice Amadou Tanko ya wa title case iso. Omo one side. Now Justice Sophia Ekufu, Justice Doche, Justice Eni Yabua, and so on one side also testify for Justice Gertrude Torkonoo. An interesting, a very, very, very interesting scenario. And I am going forward. Now you ever Sadia Mrana Kasa is now in the same case. Kwakuda Rogona Sarbidiako and the Sabrina to break the news. The Bakaje, Sadia almost in Chirimu Fasasimi. A coy.
Asante Pacho, a person back or the Justice Sophia Ekufu, Justice Eni Yabua, and the Justice Duchi. And I could testify on behalf of Madam and Justice Gertrude Torkonoo. Say, Kwadu Ayabono no, and yet justification. Say the Chief Justice Jeffrey. Yeah. Until And the penny who said papers need be publishing.
Which means it don't want us from us near finishing. The witnesses.
Custodian, how do Mahama buy?
Okay, what is saying?
The custodian will say to fire a kufu and in your boa. Doche testified for Torkonoo. It says allegations cannot justify her removal from office. The only way
and you can cancel who details now. And the Kwaku say no crap parties in the sea never for shower. Because now is petition and penny free will come to my Becassa. Adia, over to your official. Adia, what did Justice Torkonoo justification be any? What could you have any say? Allegations be bomb with the Kwabo Mamino. The best in there would be to me catch a mammy say allegations 25 as a 30. Yes, you know, it may establish a prima facie case against you on maybe 5 out of the lot. It's a 5 way in a year long. And one say, it's a for the petition about. And until the yano. Now, on my penny muno, I just say, in a showroom, it's brandy be yan, let's say it's with you. But when I say, system no ye mistake, it's a judge will be sika accommodation allowance or something. And they pay the money be 60. A train assistant was there be says canon a wrongful payment. And until there was almost this kind of back. I don't want to crack a man penny for Musa case can be na. Ya Justice Torkonoo now come home. Judge for baby or listen. Waku Justice Torkonoo ne ades. Omunyi na obi a de nisika kwa because omano se omu say say ade na ba na enye papa. Obi a twa ne die. In fact, just Torkonoo krampo die. Ne dia na wutwa ne pobro so mo say refund bi ma no. They refunded something from the refund back to her. Sad asemono. Enipa miansa bia nanse o mampanye Mahama. Emo mu ko Supreme Court no. Sa enkofo miansen omudi wo so se omo so ye tia sika na bi ma omo e ma ebro so. It based on sa asem no. Se President Mahama betima ja sa asem no so aka say ye no nti eye complain na say eye petition bi dia bre no. It wo gina so ayi Justice Torkonoo adidi a. And the side department sana mo so di ka ho no. They had no business going to parliament even for vetting. In fact, they never come and pay you and this will Timika so boom because Samuel who do bigina and then we say, what put you in one cause I want. Now we must tell them be you one. No one's here because I am expected to say, yeah, we be such a petition against them. Based on that issue, no, we have to think about it. Now you found call. Hey, yeah, Chief Justice of Ghana. That President Mahama and true to this some kind of position said judiciary baby do na ni ho na ade obetimi aye ama judiciary reform so ba ne say I just say we Chief Justice we edi oguso kan yeah was it some reforms in 8 me ma abra Chief Justice we that's what so
and in fact yate say obi kray man no appointment bi o so obeji a you say Chief Justice in any answer.
Amate.
Answer na obeji sa. It was a target. Say obey. But year I am sorry when PP Greater Accra Regional office on the administrator say we need 5 seats, not 4. Okay. Also we need trouble or Kankwe Central, we Jagbawe, Anyaso Tum, and Atema Central. Okay. But once I receive and so I send him Haruna Yusuf, I send him a message about the Nasara. Yes, I know. Meaning the purpose are NPP ete Nasara wing and say MS survey. But remember once again, Mrs. Sudia say by law and as by NPP constitution and your requirement says to be a Muslim and send with me a Nasara coordinator. And your requirement. We a Christian, that's a bit mobilize Nasara vote now. we are eligible to contest. You know, by requirement say before so bit me a contest and Nasara coordinator no so a Muslim there be another enka home. You know, yes set aside no street. I would do Mahama as a honorable branch champion of votes no also when ye pa no a be 3,000 say kakra bi na do 3,000 a free so. Into lot of messages about on that issue. So justice ni yeboa former Chief Justice Justice of Ayakufu. In fact, interestingly no, Justice of Ayakufu a member of the Council of State. It's not saying so. It determined primary facie, and we were told say during that discussion, no, any voting or abstaining, and nobody who said she should be the #1 legal advisor to the Council of State because why yet Chief Justice paying into no anchor. Say you see a pioneer for future be our Council of State in this one. Let's see consider the opinion no very strongly, but objective Emma yet say a lead to even the abstainers, but some go ahead and determine primary facie. So anya me won say and then no ono so akọ ye against the committee and order. So go on and yet and then the other issue no Ebeye say unsama hu Joseph Yami nsama old
no Chief Justice asem we eba ya ase obi nye kamafo maamini nya kamafo yesisi no ye de no fa ha wo kwa wo babasia amema ene doso no esechi no wani a wo me petitioners a lawyer for kwa ye momo kwa momo do bi on pbi ade ko ono na the last matter no so no so ala for ba yesi mo fa hwe mra mo fa mo sapan mra ma me no se aduna omo ye no no ese o ma na nibere na se bia di ya wo mu yi no na ha no bebre na mom eto no a na o mu twa to no so no na o pese ewiase nyina ehunu no kure wo mu se de mo di ka kan yen eye premeditated no ma bom tim pato in opposition so mo ba Chief Justice yo mbeyi na di oni yesu asam ne pepepe na mpenufo na sofo mpenufo na kobo pese yesu na ade kuma no beku no enti omo kire no no Bible say adansi kromufo bebre ebai meaning say wona no mbedi adansi no atia yesu nya no adansi kromufo ni abo omo pa so mbedi adansi ntia no kete petition yesu nkrofo na kire yi say obekom obi akire petition bia
petition do matro Mahama lawyer and the Speaker of Parliament lawyer and the true petition.
This for no one I got nothing. And no matter the na to ho. And no see we petition for the aba. If just will be a petition tia will be. Na ye dia say na petition na dey. In here so be testify. Ye mom, the dia say na to no mom na meyi no ho ana. Na ye koya na say ba.
Say no ho. Emre musulaya for no be catch say what do you can't compel a witness to testify. And into the electoral commission versus John Mahama versus Akufo-Addo electoral commission. No, electoral commission decided say Asomama Kenya I won't testify.
David, we're different room. You can't compel a witness, but it's not about the petitioner. Petitioner, I want to say testify.
John Mahama was okay. I understand, but see, in the case of the same election petition, John Mahama was the petitioner, but
so the lawyer for
the representative proceeding case here Ecowas.
So when I now compose when say 2012 anura I Richard Jamfi. No ye program here obi di ba to no. Obi free when chi bro. Say the way I was kasa church ba we ansem no mo.
To awa to no.
Ba wa wo no di ato no.
Anya wo no an badi.
Oh, papa say Richard. There be only the queen and the friend. Ayo. Ba ni queen and the friend.
Yes, let me get down with you. I see. All right, so Madam Masinti, say any inference. Now, a free anchor no usno.
Now, a free anchor no what to do.
It's super fair. But so what's an answer? Now, what the populism? A year, you must say Abaya. Yeah, but one to NDC for you. Yes, sir, some mercy. Also, will be say, whom come say, or frame, mine so. And then you BCSC. So response and ye response and then say, Boboka Kuso Foko, Nankubi will be a money day, money lady, not Ochina, and come to be bar, Masha could see the asem. Populism as ye, yate, director for Kumerica one directed. A dear Juma Obeya, never prophecy in Mreno, na on soneso. I feel I was in our community. When your prophecies Makuma 200, I fed you won't qua. So was true. Banaya Casson to be. I fed you one.
I was almost there, but I know what
I fed you one.
Somebody did to be quite careful.
And commission. Bible moon commission. I did for Papanum, and no Michelle Common. Man, tip me who in town will be back to them say. Oh, do you for the call your cousin say, Ubi Yeska, Ubi Yesi. Apart from Ebia and Mary and Josepha, and try to swap from the question Munkum, say about what could be. And commission here, and never bonny be able to see or new. Never yet the Diatro.
That's why apart from that, and then a free anchor. And an excellent command for
almost some command, and didn't put you better. And some commission on my it's you know, I become for then I go. Oh, then Coupon. Send a coupon, some command. You know, and come to Papa and a D4.
Joseph Yamin.
Yes.
NDC National Organizer. A saying President John Dramani Mahama. The task force now wati on Galamsey no. Omo extortisika.
Yeah.
Free Galamsey.
Omo de disika.
Omo de disika. Omo de ayaduma sese.
Yeah.
Omo de Econos edge disika wo Galamsey for. Eto omo won ne so munyai. Na wonyam obi anya Galamsey. Nyesa no waka.
Yes.
What see?
We got task force no matter disika free omo here. Eni munyam adwuma.
What see? NDC for Omunima become Quadis Cadbury campaign. Ubusawa was a minus ya. Was say, I saw for Ghana. I saw dine Ben, ya friend, but before say a baby donation. Not minus, Holma, Galamsey for Holma, Yeni Galamsey for Sika. Intino, Sansa for Timmy Galamsey for Sicadia, and ye, Yamomunum Galamsey, which means. I saw for it my aji a confosika would be fosika dia and the men to be to so communipa and I could be at because I saw them yet I call for I would do for monato for I throw for by Joe Basica about for
I see.
For the environment is also in support of this investigation. And we had utterances from Joseph Yamin. To it, do you know how the party got money to campaign? Today you are calling some miners illegal miners. Without the so-called illegal miners, the party would have never come into power, and you, a minister now, would never have been a minister. And of course, he might probably have been referring to the minister, Kofi Amabua, Minister of the Environment. Now, the minister who is in the most critical position right now is the Minister for Galamsey. And I am talking about Emmanuel Kofi Amabua. It looks like all eyes are on him to make sure that this Galamsey menace stops. You know why? Because when they were in opposition, Galamsey was their biggest weapon of campaign. You see, a tari unyankwa, you see a tari jia. Today is their turn. And Yamin doesn't seem to agree with the fact that Galamsey has to stop. There's a tape, a very short tape I want to play to you. Right after that, I'm going to look deeper into Joseph Yamin. My brother, my sister, in this tape, he's addressing a crowd. And he seems to be telling the crowd that whoever wants to stop Galamsey should think about one thing. Whoever wants to stop mining should think about one thing. Even in the church, when they are doing fundraising, they invite Galamseyers to come and donate money. So as they are donating the money and they are receiving the money, why do they want this thing to stop? Maybe the tree he spoke I didn't understand. You listen to it and tell me if that's what he actually said. Watch this.
Yamudu was saying a sophomore. And I harvest was sorry, I am fragile and safe ways of
Play it again.
Yamudu was saying a sophomore. And I harvest was sorry, I am fragile and safe ways of
And he seemed to be addressing people who are pro-Galamsey. He seemed to be addressing people who are pro-Galamsey. Now, when you listen further to the tape, he also spoke to the President of the Republic of Ghana. He warned the President and told him, Mr. President, please, the task force that you are sending around to fight Galamsey is a joke. Why is it a joke? They are going around taking money from the Galamseyers and they are not doing any fight. There's absolutely no fight. They are just taking money from the Galamseyers and encouraging them to do more damage. So if any